tons a day?
Is it projected, what is on the application from Republic to the Army Corps of Engineers? Right.
Yeah, this is I just brought the first page of the 80-page document. This is this is Republic's proposal to the Corps of Engineers for the proposed rail yard that will discharge fill material into 24 acres of wetlands, and that's what this is the first page of the proposal, which it's been a year since Republic made this proposal to the Corps of Engineers, so we don't know what's going on. You know, we're hoping they're waiting on us to stop it. We don't know. We have, I think I passed out the little blue trifold to all of you, and that is about our grassroots organization, No Coal Ash at All. Just some bullet points there, and then our web address is on there so that you can see what we're doing. We're also pretty active on Facebook, just as GIPL is also, you know, if really enjoy following GIPL to see what they're doing. Like Leslie said, we've had a wonderful newspaper, the Press Sentinel. Does everybody know where Jesup is? Okay, we're close to Brunswick. You know Brunswick, Savannah? Okay, we're 65 miles southwest of Savannah and about 30 miles inland from Brunswick.
You have Amtrak.
Yes, we have an Amtrak. Yes, we do. We have a rail fan, too. This is the insert, which is, I want everyone to be sure to take one. And this was put together as an accumulation of articles and new information that the Press Sentinel put together to bring awareness to everyone. And you see the large picture on the front here of the Broadhurst landfill. But what I really want to talk about are the ordinances. But also in here, there's a very informative article about how a landfill is built, what it looks like. So I'll make sure that everybody gets one of these. And I've just a couple of things since I had time is of an essence. Something that that was mentioned earlier about CCR, the coal ash residuals. You know, it was classified as hazardous, and then by some miraculous act of someone somewhere, it was declassified. So that's, of course, the sticking point is how can something be considered hazardous one day and non-hazardous the next, and it's okay to put it in solid waste landfills. Leslie talked about how we have reached out, and we have made sure we have gone to every solid waste authority meeting, we have gone to every county commissioners meeting, we have gotten on the agenda, and that's what I would do here, is get on that agenda and ask those questions publicly that will go on the record and will go into the minutes that you're wanting to know about those fees. And let the people know that you have this concern. This should be public information. We've been very lucky that, and I think our pressure has helped a lot, that we know a lot of what you're not learning, and it's certainly your right to know since you are paying taxes.
Let me say, I've got to go in about 5 minutes, but y'all stay as long as you like. But I have another meeting, but I need to get some basic information about the committees that will be meeting in Atlanta and who we need to contact today.
Yeah.
I got it right here.
And Leanne's getting ready to talk. Let me just say one thing. When you're looking at groups in your neighborhood, in your town that you can activate and energize and people will pay attention to, go to your physicians. We are so lucky in Jesup that all of our physicians got on board and they actually have a handout, and they went before the board with the endorsement of every neurologist, ophthalmologist, everybody, to say that we're concerned about the drinking water because we're concerned about the health of our citizens and who are our patients. So you've got some great sources that will be, some of your greatest allies. And I'll stop right there. So I know Leanne needs to talk about these issues. No, go ahead. Just getting your newspaper involved is a huge plus. Yes, thank you for being here. You're going to help everyone in the state of Georgia.
And it really was the local paper and the AJC, right, that helped break the story on
The
the
AJC, yeah, the AJC got interested in the coal ash issue, and so they are the ones that were really looking at it, and that's where Derby and Neil got involved. But I'll just show you what Leslie was talking about with the ordinance, is that was important, is that there was an ordinance in place to prevent any, and this is on page 8 of the handout, there was an ordinance in 1995 on the books that prohibited receiving areas for toxic or hazardous waste or other contaminants. So that's important because, remember, coal ash is now considered non-hazardous, non-toxic, but the wording said other contaminants. So, Republic, and this is what we're doing. We're hoping that the Solid Waste Authority will invoke the local ordinance, and if they invoke the local ordinance, which precedes the contract with Republic, that would stop the coal ash. And that's where we are. So we get lots of coverage. These are our attorneys. This is the Republic attorneys. This is our attorney. So our attorney has written a letter to the county commissioners stating, the issue with the ordinance. And so then Republic's attorneys, of course, refute that, saying that state law supersedes local law. And that's really the crux of the issue, is whose law prevails, state law or local law. And that's why we really hope that this thing gets resolved before we have to deal, before the Corps of Engineers acts. That's really important for us. Okay.
So, and if the legislation passes, then that might be another opportunity to provide consistent, then if they say the state law supersedes, well, if we can get some state law,
if we can get some state law, and it's like, those important words on the law, 388, major modification. If you have time and are interested, go to the EPD website and look at those coal ash rules, and you'll see there are actually two sets of rules. There's a set of rules for the coal ash from the power companies, then there's a set of rules for the solid waste landfills. And if you look at those, you'll see the words major modification, and major modification means there have to be hearings. The EPD has to hold hearings, and guess what hearings do? They delay things. So that's really, really important.
And they involve the public, which is part of all of this.
And that's one thing that No Ash at All has done. We have been to, every time the EPD met on this, we have been to 2 hearings in Atlanta. We got in a little bitty bus and we bumbled along. We've been to the hearing in Brunswick. Like I said, I don't think we've missed a Solid Waste Authority meeting. We haven't missed a county commissioners meeting, because we understand the importance of not letting them forget about us. And so that's, it takes time and it takes action, that you will definitely benefit from that.
Thank you. Y'all are doing amazing.